Hey everyone, I'm Cubastic. You liked the previous video from the Museum of Sciences so much that I came back here again. Museum of Sciences at the Academy of Sciences in Kyiv at VDNG. Let me remind you that this is the largest science museum in Ukraine. There are lots of things to show you here. You asked for it in the comments. I'm doing the second part. The coolest, juiciest exhibits are here. Let's go. This way. Guys, the exposition on this floor is dedicated to acoustics and sounds in general. Here you can see science which in general is not visible at all. These are sound waves, and in fact it can be much more interesting than it seems at first glance. For example, now I will show you this huge thing. This thing is called an acoustic mirror. It looks like a giant, just a huge satellite dish that receives a signal. But in fact, it picks up sound waves through these metal channels. It concentrates all the sound in this tip. Therefore, everything that I say will be heard here as in headphones. Well, that's not all yet. In addition to catching and absorbing sound, it can also send it into another acoustic mirror, for example. They are located at a distance of 10 meters from each other. And the most interesting thing is that these mirrors exchange waves so that if I speak or even whisper here, everything can be clearly heard on the other side. Stay here and I'll show you how it works. Are you guys ready? Now we have deliberately turned off my microphone so that you can hear what the camera can recognize. Guys, this is science. The most interesting thing is that if we were not at the distance of 10 meters from each other but more, even a few kilometers, we would still hear each other. This is amazing! This technology is used in the military sphere. These huge plates pick up the signals and sounds of military equipment that flies or floats there somewhere, and so you can hear absolutely everything. This is amazing! I have never been so surprised by the ordinary sound. This is cool! Whoa! If you precisely watch my channel, then you know that this is the second part about this museum. Therefore, I have been here for 24 hours, just like at home. I even have my own sleepers here, but they are needed not in order to feel comfortable, but in order to play with them. Sleepers! A musical instrument made of, damn it, ordinary pipes and sleepers. I'll try to play a song and you can guess what kind of melody it is. Guys, be sure to subscribe to my channel. A ton of interesting content about puzzles, cubes and more is waiting for you. New videos come out twice a week, every Tuesday and Friday, so don't forget to turn all notifications so you don't miss anything. I will be so glad. Well, cameraman, let's start? Each of you has probably heard such a word as a music box. But few people know what it is for real. This is some kind of a music instrument, and here it is, its mechanism. Huge drum, where, according to the notes, we can set these small things in absolutely different positions. And when they reach the bottom tier, and we can roll the drum, then they play a certain note. Thus, any kind of music can be made. You just need to know the notes, put these ones in a certain place, and the whole melody will be played. Now listen to what I did. Thanks, thank you for the applause. Hands up! Don't know about you, but I'm seeing this for the first time in my life. This is a special electronic device. It is a musical instrument that you can play without using your hands, rather on which you need to play without touching it with your hands. This device senses distance from itself to my hands, and when I raise hands, it will play sounds. And if I change the distance, height, or the angle, it will feel all this. And this is how DJs sometimes insert such special sounds into their sets. I have sometimes seen DJs play music just in the air, and they just kind of bring it to the ears of the listeners. But this is all done with the help of this one, which is called the Theremin Vox. I'm not touching it. This is so cool! It seems that this is some kind of space technology. I'm curious to know, guys, how the like sounds. Let's try to like the video. Remember the sound? This is a like note, make it sound in my heart, please. Like the video, because the content is really interesting. If you want to watch something similar, want to continue, we'll find even cooler exhibits, but for this we need your ratings a lot. So let's get 100k likes and see if we can find something even cooler. Let me remind you that now videos are released every Tuesday and Friday, and in one of my next videos I will solve a 3D printed 2x2x16 Rubik's Cube, so subscribe to the channel and turn on all notifications not to miss this. Wow! Guys, the world's first telephone conversation was recorded here. Come to the Science Museum in Kyiv at VDNG and listen for yourself, it's worth it. There are still so many interesting things here. But in addition to something that can deceive your ears, here you can also deceive your eyes. For example, there is such a device here. This is called Zoetrope, the very first ever way to make an animated image. This is some kind of a split between cinema and photography. They, of course, are animated, but in order to look not at the whole picture together, but specifically at each of them, there are such holes here. If you focus your eyesight on this particular hole and quickly spin the zoetrope, you can see a real animation. And imagine how about 200 or even 300 years ago people were surprised with an animated image. When there was still no cinema, no YouTube, no internet, nothing. Just look at what it looked like then, several centuries ago. And this is probably the most popular optical illusion. If you look at these stripes when they are aligned, then we do not notice anything weird, just some ordinary stripes, ordinary black and white squares. But if we begin to shift them a little to the side, literally making such a drawing just a little bit, then I don't know about you, but it seems to me that this line stopped to be parallel and move a little in one direction to the other. And this effect is even more noticeable when we start playing with the picture and changing it. For real, as if these lines weren't parallel, vision is deceived just like that. And here you can feel yourself like a radio operator of the last century. This is a special device through which you can transmit a specially encrypted message, the so-called Morse code. Here, each character of the alphabet is encrypted in a dash or a dot. A dash is a long press, a dot is one short press. Thus you can send a distress signal, for example, save our souls, 3 dots, 3 dashes, 3 dots. So cool! I know Morse code! So cool! Sound waves can be visualized here. For example, if I speak low, then look. The wavelength is really small. Large gaps between waves are clearly visible, and if I speak high, like this for example, First, it was loud, and secondly, the peaks were so close to each other. Take another look. It is so cool. In fact, this suggests that different sounds have different wavelengths. Well, you get the idea. I found the first challenge on the second floor of the Science Museum, and this is a challenge for a sense of time. What I'm essentially supposed to have as a speedcuber. The task is the following. After I press start, the bulbs start to light up one by one. At some point they will go out, but this strip will continue to move, and my task is to stop the invisible strip moving with the stop button. Let's check if I manage it. Let's try the first level. So... Damn! Didn't reach the stop a little bit, but it would certainly be cool to stop here. Let's try the second level. How much more difficult will it be? Oh, no, too much! Damn, just 3, but closer, closer! In the third level, probably it will disappear almost immediately, somewhere in this area. Oh, damn it, it's not so easy. Yeah, I think that there is a person who is able to do everything clearly up to a split second and stop here on this line, but that's not me. On the other hand, there is one more challenge here, but for the reaction. Let's see how quickly I react. A person reacts differently to light and sound, and even more to light and sound together. Therefore, there are 3 challenges here. In the first, I will only react to light. When I press start, a blue light will appear from time to time. I need to press this button as quickly as possible in order to measure the reaction rate, like this. There are only 5 attempts here, let's see what my average time will be. Damn, not really that good. The average reaction time to light is 0.21 seconds. And now the most interesting thing is the reaction to the sound. Here I have to press the button only when I hear a nasty squeak. Oh, by the way, the sound is much faster. 1.25. I'll try with my eyes closed. Once again. Wow! Average time is 0.148. So, the ears perceive information faster than the eyes, or the brain processes faster, it is not yet clear. And the third and most difficult challenge is reaction to the sound and light at the same time. Here I need to react to the light when the light comes and to the sound when I hear the sound. Attention will be defocused here. Let's see if I can handle it. Sound. Light. Light. Whoa! And the last try is the sound. Damn, well, in fact you see the result yourself. When I'm focused on 2 actions, I react the slowest, but the reaction to sound is also the fastest. You can try doing it yourself at home or come here to try it, but I will tell you that it is quite difficult. Let's move further. Guys, and that is my cup of tea. This is a puzzle to be solved not only with your head, but also with your feet. Or rather, with your own body. My task is to go through the wall maze with this little ball from the red point to the other red point. And at the same time I have to be on this ball and balance. Let's see if I can do it or not. I can't even imagine how I'm going to get in here. Whoa! It is too harsh, so let's go. We move the ball here. Now here. Oh no, not here, there. Wow, it works, so it's easy here. It should be fast. Here. The problem isn't that here behind my leg I see nothing. Oh no, not there, not there. God, how hard it is. Listen, if you solve such puzzles you can pump not only your brains, but the whole body. No, I returned to the beginning. That's nonsense. It's not fair, I'm at the very beginning. Second attempt, I'll start from where I left off. It's difficult to be honest. Okay, didn't fall. Here's a pretty sneaky moment to... Oh, not there! In order not to fall back when I throw the ball here, in this hole. Why is it so difficult? My goodness. Well guys, guys, I'll leave this challenge to you. Really, I'm too much for this. But give me a 19 by 19 cube, I'll solve it. Come on, come on. Here, up! Damn it. Unbelievable. We need to be a super professional surfer to do this. It is so difficult in fact, really. Oh, well, not stop! I never gave up on puzzles, even if it's physically difficult. Physically, I can handle this maze. I should. So, this will be the last attempt. I really hope that it will be successful. From the red point, through the maze, to that red point. Let's go. Up! Woo! Really don't want to fall. So here is the most difficult and sneaky section. You need to sharply move the ball down. Yes! 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 I got it over with! Further, here! So it was like that! Just don't fall! Damn it! The last part remained. Come on, Cubastic! You can do it! Come on! So, this way? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! Here we go! Here we go! This way? And the last one? Yes! Yes! I did it! I did it! Ooh, damn! I love this puzzle so much. I would really like to find some giant-sized puzzles in my life and try to solve them. Because I can cope with the small puzzles almost easily, but this one was the first experience in my life. I really liked it. Damn, highly recommend it. If you find one somewhere, be sure to try it, it's just amazing. One room apartment in the center, small of course, but cozy, it's mine. Guys, welcome to visit. Here, by the way, you can hear the sound of the sea. In the meantime, while I'll be enjoying the sound of the sea waves, I hope you really enjoyed this video as I did. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel in order not to miss the following videos. I'm sure they will be even cooler and even longer, but your support is so necessary for this. Thank you so much for watching, that was Cubastic, goodbye everyone and have a good time. Bye.